What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It is Miss Nita Love. I am your certified sexologist here located in Huntsville. And we back. We're back again for the Raw Adult Sexpectation podcast and / Facebook Live show. But we do it live. It's real. It's raw. And we have a brand new panel. I know y'all used to seeing a lot of y'all fan favorites, so we got a whole new panel. We're waiting for these conversations. It's a vibe, so y'all know I'm always ready for the conversations. So here at the Raw Adult Sexpectation podcast, we keep it real about anything around sex topics as we dive into the culture. Relationships, love, all type of things are on the table. And today we got some hot topics. We heard y'all on social media. Y'all have really killing it, okay, with TikTok. TikTok is just booming with all y'all questions. So we definitely heard y'all, and guess what? We got a brand new panel. So I'm going to start off by pointing to somebody that's going to tell you their name and a little bit about what they do. So we'll start off with Sunny.
Okay, hey you guys, I'm Ashley. I'm also known as Sunny. I am the owner of Sunny Lashes as well as a realtor with Norlux Realty here in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yes. All right, DeCourtney.
I'm DeCourtney Timms. You could call me D. I am a self-published author, just released today. Talk Like a Man, Move Like a King is out right now on Amazon, so that's it. And also I have a podcast, Jack and Jen Knowledge, with me and my brother. And we open up to uncomfortable conversations that need to be had on the tape.
Let's go. All right.
Hey guys, I'm LaFay. I also go by Keisha or Sarai. I am Sarai of Sarai Sessions, which is a musical platform here in Huntsville, Alabama. We kind of find residencies. I feature local artists who are trying to find good footing and quality content, as well as I am a day spa owner, licensed and insured massage therapist, esthetician, and master's prepared registered nurse.
Period.
What they do?
What they do? That's that new
Let's go ahead and start this. Let's go ahead and start this right now.
Clock it. Okay. We got Corey.
How you doing, guys? My name is Corey. Oh, right here.
I don't know what.
Right. Look at it. What's up, guys? My name is Corey. I'm a multi-business owner. My main business I do be focused on is my clothing brand called Corey's Unfiltered. You can see that around through Huntsville, and I'm gonna keep it short like that.
Yeah. Okay. You got one of your shirts on today?
One of my shirts on.
Hey, bring yourself. We want to brand ourselves. Okay. Dr. G.
Dr. G. My name is Dr. A. Giselle. Thank you so much for having me, by the way. I am what is called the Harriet Tubman of healing. I heal all losses, whether it's the loss of intimacy, self, the loss of a family member. So bring counselor, intimacy enhancement specialist. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. G in the house. Y'all know like that. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off with one of our topics, which is today we're going to do an icebreaker. So community voted. We shared a poll and over 820 responses came into, should you share your secret sexual fantasies with your partner? 65% of you said yes. 25% of you said maybe. But overall, 75% of the community felt that they cannot share their secret fantasies with their partner. So we got some people on the panel. I don't know what y'all thinking about it. Just a common question. 72% of the people felt that they could not share their fantasies, just the secret fantasies. Why do y'all think that that's the case?
My first question would be, what's the ratio between men and women in that
Ooh.
percentage?
Now I gotta go over here. Oh, I have that actually.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
So 82% of the men said they would share.
Okay.
69% of the women said they would not. And for my LGBT community out there, 54% of y'all will. So y'all half and half. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So-
the main question.
That is. So more men were open to share than women, of course.
Are we gonna take turns on?
Yeah, just
I see it written all over your face, bro. Go on, spill it out.
go ahead.
I think it's more of insecurities within the person.
Oh.
You know, some people may not feel comfortable expressing themselves, especially to their spouses, and probably just afraid of how their partner would react. So maybe that's why a lot of people would say they wouldn't. But if you're gonna be with somebody, be with them fully.
I mean,
Clark,
I'm-
Clark started too early. Clark that T. Okay, but I do agree with you. Well, so you said something that I want to go to. You said they feel like they can't be themselves fully. So why do you think people feel like they can't be with them people fully? Like in full self, full sexual self.
I think that's just, it speaks to safe spaces
Oh.
and authenticity too, like how they talk about people being representatives or another version of themselves to connect with people. And then once you start getting deep dive into your relationship, you evolve or you change, and that same space you might have connected with in the first place might be different later on. So your appetite in the beginning might be different than your appetite now. But how do you tell your partner, like, I'm different, if they're always maybe staying the same? So that might be why a lot of women, you know, we evolve, and sometimes men, no offense, stay the same in what they like.
that's true. That's
And
true.
so
What
here
you
we
like,
are
you
wanting
like.
to experience something different, but if they're staying the same, how do I connect with you safely and tell you, baby, we need to do something different? Or how do you feel about doing something different? So
Yeah, then again, it also comes with communication.
That's what I was gonna say.
How can you express that with your partner if you don't even speak up in the first place?
well, you also have to be receptive to that.
That's true.
So I can tell you all day long what I need, what I feel, what I like, what can be changed. And if ego, pride, if you think, you know, your tips and tricks are what does it for me, and I'm telling you I want to do something different, you have to self-check yourself and then be like, you know, is she not pleased? Is she not happy? So that communication can fall short if I'm telling you that, depending on how you receive it.
Join us for the Date Night Expo as it's part of the 3rd annual Couples Retreat. This will be September 5th between 6 and 9 o'clock at the Retreat Lodge and Spa. You do not want to miss this amazing experience.
That's also
true.
true. Yeah.
So you said communication. You broke up. You talk about like not being safe spaces. We talked about vulnerability. Anybody else?
Can you ask the question one more time?
Okay. Why do you feel that 75% of the community does not feel safe sharing their fantasies with their partners?
Oh, because I thought it was just, if you have a secret fantasy, then it's a secret fantasy.
Ooh.
And that's what that is. And
It's a secret.
if I tell you, is it a secret?
Internalized.
No, it's not.
That's
You know,
good tea. I'm thinking about it.
but that was just on a more superficial
No, that's
level.
very
Oh, that's-
surface.
It's on top.
No, that's
But,
like tea. Say it again for the people in the back there.
So
That's
I
it.
mean, if it's a secret, and I'm not saying so, it's, I guess we're all layered differently.
Yeah.
Per se. And it's not that I wouldn't feel, and I'm very much married. Okay, happily married. I've been married for 14 years. And I haven't worn my ring probably since I was pregnant with my first child. But you know I'm married, so that's all that matters. But back
You
to
and him
that.
know, so that's all that matters.
So my thing is that, you know, if we're sharing fantasies, then we're sharing fantasies. But sometimes I just like having something for myself. And when you've been married for a long time, you like, yes, we are one. But I save sometimes I hide chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have any of this.
My chocolate.
It's mine. Just
some
like you have
strawberries.
yours, and I'm not going to disrupt you because what we have is for real. I'm not going to leave you because you jacking off to somebody that don't look like me.
Right.
I'm not. However,
Wait.
Don't mind, brothers.
and
We're not gonna stop this train.
and it's
We're not gonna
because-
stop this train. Go ahead.
And the reason is because that's my partner. I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you when you're up, and I'm not leaving you when you're down. And if that's considered a down moment for you, then I'm here for you. You know what the boundaries are. If you feel like you got to step outside the boundaries, let's talk about that. What does that look like? How long is that going to be? Why? Because we're together for life.
Right.
Our job is to figure out how to make it to the end together.
Right.
And
I love.
No. And sometimes it's not as pretty as we would make it out to be. I'm not saying I give a hall pass. That's not what I'm saying. But say, for instance, my husband did say, you know what, I love you and I'm committed to you and will make sure this house is paid for, those boys are taken care of, and you never feel like you are left alone, but I want to date somebody else.
Ooh.
That's a question.
I'm going to be like, okay, well, is this premeditated? All this stuff. And if it was premeditated, why? Why is it premeditated? Because we're still locked in. And I feel like at that point, I should honor that, because it takes balls. It takes a lot of courage to tell somebody the truth.
Ooh.
And when you do that, they have to, and I'm not going to say it's going to be quickly received. Give me some time to chew on it. But when you decide that you're going to partnership together for life, again, I changed. Mm-hmm. He changed. Okay, well, what's different about us now, and how can we continue to merge our lives together? Because we still got shit that we tacking on to. We got kids, we got properties, we got this, we got that. So how can we continue to move forward and continue the goal, even though right now we're deviating off of the plan?
Right. So you hit a lot. I'm processing. Okay. Anyways, so yes, you hit a lot, but I love that you said sometimes a secret is just a secret. So like 72% of the community may keep it because some things people don't feel like they need to share in sexual spaces. Like some things I just want to keep to myself. This is something that I have an internal love for, I have an affection towards, or a desire or an attraction I don't want to have to share. I also love that you picked up, like, to me, a safe space that you can communicate openly, and you didn't say yes or no. It was like, let me ponder on this, right? And I don't think that's a bad thing either. Dr. G, you got anything to say, or you good?
I was just absorbing and taking in the information, the perspectives and such. I heard communication, I heard secrets, and what I think we need to redefine as it related to the question and the answers, gender-wise, right? Is one thing to why women. A lot of times I think we need to redefine what ladylike means, because most of the time women don't, let loose their secrets because it may not be ladylike. Or even your podcast to talk about sexuality makes some people a little reserved, right? And sexuality is a part of humanity, it's a part of female, it's a part of male, it's a part of us as humans, right? So it's something that if we feel before communication, if we have empathy and if we have understanding of our partner's intelligence, our sexual intelligence. I know we've talked about that before.
I'm gonna get on
that
that
there's different levels of intelligence. And sexuality we don't talk about enough, right? And so can I be completely open with my partner on what I like sexually? Do I feel comfortable? And if I don't, we need to stop on the sexuality and focus on the reasons
relationship.
why why we may want to keep the secret. Because for me, I want you to know all the facts, so that we don't have no problems, no issues. You know what to do.
Thank you.
How I like it to be done. Stop playing with me.
Right.
So we can do what we need to do and go to bed. I'm getting old.
Okay.
Okay. So
So we had a comment that came up that said, "Are secrets okay in relationships?" I don't know if this meant necessarily sexual secrets, but just secrets in general. Like we teach that secrets are not okay, but 72% of the community is saying I keep sexual secrets. So, like, what do you think that? I think that's because people compartmentalize sex.
it's a bigger why before that.
Exactly. I think it's definitely because people compartmentalize sex compared to relationships. And so in relationships, I want to be everything and all, but in sex, I want to keep pieces for myself. I want to keep pieces of my sexuality and what I like and my secret fantasies and everything to myself, because we internalize sex. Sex is personal. Sexuality and all those things, the sexual nature, or even down to sex, to me, is a learned behavior. So sometimes it's not even about talking to someone, it's talking to the right person about it. Because you can say something in secrecy, and I've seen this happen where couples come out and they're speaking to me and they're like, "Hey, Nita, I told my wife I like da da da," and she
Yeah.
beat them up.
Yeah.
You know,
That's too
and
much.
that's
Turns into
because
a
it's
hard no.
it not just a hard no. It was, what does that mean? He or she internalized it and really took it to a point where you don't want me. What does this mean?
Yeah.
Do you want
Go down a
someone
rabbit
else?
hole.
What am I not doing? Am I not enough? And so I feel like that's another space to why secretism is so good and why we compartmentalize that in relationships. It's mostly because I want to know everything about you, just not your sex stuff.
And
Yeah, and
this is
that's
why
crazy.
empathy matters before
Mm-hmm.
communication. Because I could talk to you and talk to you and talk to you, but if you're not beginning with understanding and an open-mindedness to receive what it is that your partner is expressing, then it's going to be a challenge to whether or not you receive it in the way that they would like for you to receive, as well as that. Then communication comes for each partner to express so that so that you all can understand each other effectively and make it make sense. Most people come to me for intimacy enhancement. They come to me to get their connection back together, and we're not even on that. No,
Right.
Whole nother issue in there.
I do
Yeah.
have a question though. So if you in a relationship, why wouldn't you want your fantasy to be met?
So I got on the phone with a friend of mine not too long ago, and she made a comment that is, you don't have to tell your partner everything. And I can agree with that to a certain extent, to where maybe certain things may not be, I want to say maybe important to say at the moment, because it may not be like
The right time.
the
Timing is
right
everything.
timing or anything like that. But if you're going to be in a relationship and then be in a committed relationship, why hide anything from your partner?
Especially
As far
sexual.
as sexually, romantically, platonically, financially.
Just
Oh, Jesus.
being
Even the
40,
people
I'm
online
just
says that
trying to
is it a problem that the environment is not set for true intimacy or openness to be revealed or shared? So like you're speaking again, once again, y'all speaking from a rawness, from a half
Yeah.
the culture is not raw.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Like if I went out here for real, like as a woman, and just like this is what I like, people be like,
Define
I mean, for real, like
It'd be
I say
it'd be
day
1%.
one, maybe that's like a little too much.
Yeah.
But like, ease it in.
You're gonna
Yeah.
find 1% that really enjoys that.
Exactly.
But do we actually look for that 1%? No, we search it through the rest of the 99,
Right.
and that be the problem.
Or you're trying to turn that 99 into
that
that
one.
1%.
Yeah.
not
and
turn
talk about
And you jacked up.
think like a man, act like a lady type talk.
yeah.
Just shenanigans to me.
Right.
'Cause I
And
don't wanna think-
another part
I
of
don't
why
think like
women don't do that is because we spoke on this on the last podcast was the Madonna Horse syndrome, which is a syndrome
Yep.
in the sex space that is, I want the freak in the sheets. You know, but I don't want, I don't want the world to know that there's a freak in the sheets. So that's another space too, where women do have to take on a certain image sexually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, or that man may get with them and it may change the way that they look at them.
Yeah.
And if you change your perception of me, then can we come back from that? So I think a lot of times that comes down to it. So we're going to move to another subject, okay? So,
She got it.
what? I ain't saying,
Over your face.
I
I
said,
say, I'm taking
what?
it all in. Like, what?
Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit about hair. We're moving into another segment in the show, under hair and sex. Okay, so y'all, we talk about hair and clothes. We talk about hair and what they call it, appeal. We talk about hair in every context of life, Black beauty and all these things, but hair and sex. And the reason why I came up is because someone on TikTok wanted to know, why does Bonnet action not good enough, right? Why does sex stop when the bonnet comes on? What is wrong with this? What is this symbol? Is it symbolizing that the night is over? And all us black women, we love a good bonnet, baby. I'm a dready. I put a bonnet on quick. I'm not gonna mess up my hair.
It depends on the night.
Like, come on, tell me.
Okay, so
I want to know. So we gonna do one at a time.
First off, let's hear from the women.
Why y'all-
Because it's their garments,
Yeah.
right? It's their choice
Yeah.
to put it on.
Yeah.
So let's
Thank you,
let's
Corey.
let's hear why they want it on first.
And then we want to know what is it a stop sign?
Yeah.
Okay,
You just need the church finger. Go
go ahead. What's
Okay.
with the bonnet?
I don't know what you're talking about. I hate the bonnet. I don't sleep with the bonnet on.
What you sleep with?
Nothing.
Okay.
My hair just be all over the place.
Yeah.
Then you know what? I'd be like,
Wow.
mm, just rub my hair. Like, yes.
See,
I do not like, for me.
Ain't that what they do? Tink?
Yeah. And that's why my locks look like this, but I don't care because my head is free at nighttime. I do not use a bonnet, and I get fussed at all the time about
For
it.
not that from your
Because-
loctician. I know she going off. Mine be going off every day. So y'all online, y'all tell me what y'all ideal is. What is it with hair and sex? What's with the bonnet? Are we giving out bonnet action regularly? I just want to know.
I got a question.
I'm giving out bonnet
How
action
can-
regularly.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Regular bonnet action.
I guess
okay?
the question is if we are complaining, I'm saying, or if we're
Who is
wanting the love because we're saying that the action happens.
Bonnet action.
when the bunny comes on.
Bonnet
like he can't pull your hair with the bonnet on.
I was going to chime in on that because
He can't pull your hair.
He in another drink.
He can't pull your hair, fam. He can't pull your hair.
He in another drink.
He can't accidentally, interrupt you while you sleep and just kind of tug
Hello.
on it. You know what I'm saying? He can't do none of that.
Snatch the bonnet off. I'm so confused. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so you've never heard of the bonnet being a problem?
I've never heard of Nita,
No.
but I can see how.
Yeah.
This is honestly
This isn't it.
fresh because I kind of feel as though, like you said, if you and your partner, it does not matter if it's on, if it's off.
But if you're
If it-
deep in that relationship,
It's not like the bonnet.
So no.
hold on. I'm saying like this.
Hold on, one person.
The braid bonnet literally
Man.
I'm saying like this. Deep in that relationship, I don't think it really matters.
I don't think it
But-
matters at all. So I'm concerned with the type of men or women that are setting the bonnet either as a boundary to once this is on, the night is done,
It's
or
only
the
sideways.
women that are saying we can only exercise this type of love, but don't go here. I still need to maintain, do whatever you need to do, but I still need to maintain. I
touch my
don't
hair.
think that is.
Like
I want to say
See?
this. I don't think that is realistic. Like, I have not heard of bonnet space.
I have.
Like I
You've
said, I
never heard of
never
the
heard it.
no bonnet space. Okay, so
I've heard more of the water space than I've heard of the bonnet space.
okay, we gotta go back to the one space. Hold on, one second.
Yeah, hope.
All right, so Corey,
What's up?
what is your thought of her putting the bonnet on? Be honest. When she put the bonnet on, she come to bed.
To me, that tells me that like she done. She ready to go to bed.
But that's
But if she's ready, but I'm saying, but she put the bonnet on and she's ready. I do feel like I'm limited because I'm a freak. I like to pull hair. I like to grab. I like to do all this other thing. Like, so it's like you got that bonnet on. I can't even please myself to please you. So it's
This is trauma.
so.
Man, hold on, Dr. G.
The bonnet has become trauma.
But-
The bonnet, ooh.
Only because women made it
Let's
weaponized.
rewind
They
that
said,
back.
Don't touch my
The
hair.
bonnet has
again.
become.
Okay. Say it
The
one more
bonnet has
time.
become
Women
what?
have-
Hold on, stop. Where was it? Say that again, Dr. G.
It sounds like it's become like weaponized. Like
It
it's
has.
become trauma.
I don't have a real
Like,
problem with
The bonnet has become
for him.
trauma.
Okay, for him to have. No, seriously, for him to say
When the bonnet comes on,
the bonnet is on.
it's over.
Because people wearing the bonnet at Walmart.
They don't care.
In the airport.
Again, don't touch my hair. So when we are in bed.
So y'all think the bonnet means don't touch
we've
my
had these experiences.
Okay, go ahead.
So when you are in it, and you start to get to
Oh yeah.
and then it's little man is
dealt with
done.
that. I smashed.
Now, do I care? Hell to the no. We going down regardless,
Right.
Whether the bunny's on or not. When we in the bed, that means it's go time,
It's go time.
regardless.
Faye, bonnet. Well, you don't wear a bonnet, so you're not in the conversation.
But
Faye.
I'm trying to put y'all on game though,
Okay, put them on game, baby.
because my grandmama was like, listen, like that was something we was raised doing. These men have seen women once their hair is up, it's like hanging the kitchen towel over the sink. Kitchen is closed, baby. Do not mess
touch
up
me.
my hair. I just got my hair done and I want to look good all week. So,
So the
I mean,
bonnet is a
it-
stop sign.
like that's Midwest.
some men-
That was Midwest.
And-
That was
and this
Midwest
is-
culture, though. That's
Yeah.
Midwest culture.
But that's
That's
what's in
Southern,
and
too.
that's the reason Ms. Donna, she said that we got bonnet trauma in the bedroom.
My granddaddy was a I pay to
Especially-
get it fixed.
No,
stick
seriously,
it.
like,
Especially
I remember,
these youngsters.
I remember.
But so
just
hold
saying.
on, I'm about to pivot. We about to pivot.
I was saying, I remember I was.
So we had also wrote down. Someone talked about bedroom fashion.
Oh, please.
So bonnet is now considered a bedroom fashion.
It is.
Because if you put the bonnet on, that means not tonight. Now some women be like, I don't care nothing about that bonnet, baby. Like
Get
you get
to
this
it.
bonnet action all day. I'm laughing because I really do be saying that in my head. Bonnet action, okay?
Yep.
But anyway, so what about bedroom fashion? If y'all telling me that a bonnet don't supposed to stop me, and most guys' biggest complaint in my sexual coaching and sexual education space is that they don't care anymore. There's no attraction. She come in the bed with her bonnet and her big mama dress,
Her moo.
her big mama moo.
Oh Lord.
My nana
Thank
had 8
you.
kids off of a moo-moo.
Uh,
So moo-moo don't mean it. Now,
Hey man.
moo-moo does not mean anything.
Second best thing to a sundress.
Listen, my nana had 8 children.
The second
Off of
best
a
thing
Turn
to
it
a sundress. Oh, me.
8.
What?
Off of moo moo.
Moo-moo.
I like a moo moo. I like a moo moo. I think
What?
it's easy access,
At the-
honestly.
hello.
But
Cut the grass.
a lot of guys talk about wanting the sensual smells and the clothes and the hair laid down coming out the bonnet.
But you do that anyway.
Do you tell?
When women get out the shower, you automatically smell good.
Oh,
I want you as soon as you come out. Well, while you're in the shower, first off. Then when you come out the shower, I smell you. You walk by me with the towel on or without the towel on. Some of these men I don't have no answers for because they
I don't
just
either.
they're out here and they won't
go ahead.
they won't be extra.
LaFay is
Go
like,
Listen,
Go ahead.
To the 14.
LaFay, go ahead.
So muumuus are cool, you know, the t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even myself in the last couple of years, I was like, you know what? You deserve better.
Ooh.
You deserve better, and I deserve better. I deserve to look good when I go to bed. So I'm not saying it's some, you know, negligee teddy, but you know, it's a cute tank dress. It's, you know, it's something that says if you want to. You
It's
know.
my T-shirt,
And sometimes, you know,
It's
sometimes
his
it be the t-shirt.
ma'am.
You know,
My
but then
T-shirt.
sometimes, you
At
know,
home.
just like a little, you know, just something that ain't a muumuu.
Switch it up every now and then.
You know,
think it
the
is.
short shorts, you know, you know, the little. But I mean, you know,
Listen, ladies,
It
tell
don't
y'all,
take a lot.
If you come out with nothing on, I
Dude.
guarantee you,
So
he
I,
loves you.
so I have to switch this up. Ladies, y'all on the panel. Do you ever feel that way about your man? Do they have to come to the bedroom looking a certain
Yes.
way? What way?
I bought him pajama pants because the fuck. I'm sorry. if I listen, we're both going to bed in luxury tonight.
Absolutely.
You, we both
How
on that time.
I mean, like, how am I supposed to feel like $1 million and you got on, you know,
Shorts.
right?
come
like,
as you are.
Nah.
Maybe I'm small-minded.
Go ahead.
Me, I'm
Do
type,
you-
I don't really care. Like, I'm gonna go to bed
get
how I
quiet.
go to bed. You can go to bed how you want to go to bed.
We had those days too, though. Like, but I mean, sometimes it's
Sometimes
nice
you
to
wanna-
just,
Yeah.
like, y'all put this shit on.
Sometimes that
tonight.
Barry
Yeah.
White come on.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that's an every night type of thing, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, if you feeling good, feel good. In all aspects,
Yeah,
since we
for
being
real.
so free in these relationships, feel good in that aspect too.
Right.
So where you like, yeah, put it on. I laid it out for you tonight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know how sexually aroused your man would be if you lay out something that you want him to wear before he get into bed?
Demanded to me.
Come on now, don't give them that tilt.
I'm sorry.
Throw it out there.
I'm just trying to
Said you don't know how. Say it again for the camera.
You
Put
don't
it
know
where his
how
camera
sexually
is.
aroused your man will be while you lay out whatever you want him to wear at night. If there's nothing on the bed, he know what's up.
That's fact.
So be prepared to get what you asked for that night. Because you get in the game.
Let me put this on.
But I think that's good, and I think that's from the moo, like the moo and the things like that. To say men I like how you simplified it. Men like a little temptation too. Tell me, babe, put this on tonight. Come in there smelling good and get
Baby,
shut
put these
up.
shorts on.
Shoot, he gonna be in that thing like what? Shoot, he gonna be dancing in the shower.
Hurry up. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
I get that.
Straight up.
I get that. Okay. Okay, y'all got me dying over here. But I love that. I love that we talk about that live because people don't understand that bonnet means no, which is crazy to me. Or, a lot of guys have to ask those questions, or they may feel, or females may feel like you don't never come in the mood. You don't set the mood. When you get comfortable, we don't set the mood. We don't dress it up. You don't put your makeup on or do things that you would normally do in the beginning of a relationship. And I feel like that's good. Like, I believe in good sex. So, like, good enough sex is still good, too. So, I think having those moments, but also dressing it up, taking the bonnet off is also important. Kind of like what Faye said, you want to kind of dress up the bedroom. Anybody have anything else to say about the bedroom? And we now we
gonna
know.
go home and take my bonnets and look at them.
Examine them.
Oh,
See?
Throw some holy water.
Yeah.
It's gonna put me on
I've
game.
never
I'm like,
traumatized anyone.
I don't know.
No, just ask.
Yes. And it's,
Ask him how you feel about the
Yes.
I
bonnet.
mean, no.
I think you should ask your partner.
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
dude,
agree.
if we're on this
All
live
men
and we
are
can be truly honest, if you have to look over to your partner tonight, if you're a bonnet wearing baddie like myself, you get bonnet action on the regular. Ask them, does the bonnet symbolize I'm going to bed tonight?
Yeah.
Like, does this mean no? Or whatever. Does the clothes you wear symbolize? I think sometimes it matters to just have that simple conversation, and then how you can increase your bedroom activity by saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start dressing up a little bit more in the sexual or in the intimate space. Yeah. Okay.
What's up, y'all? So, in our next segment, we're going to break down what sexual maturity is. Guess what? If you want a mature relationship, you have to grow in the bedroom too. Email me below to start your coaching and your sex education journey today.
Well, now we're gonna move on. Sexual maturity. So, for everybody on the live that don't know, I am a sex education coach and I take clients one-on-one. And other things that we talk about is, when did you realize that you were grown in the bedroom? If sex changes from your 20s, some people started earlier than that. You have your 30s, you got your 40s and beyond. What is considered grown?
When you realize the layers of intimacy, and
Okay.
it's not just the act, it's everything that builds up to that. That's when I knew I was grown, when I needed more than just the act.
Laying down.
I said, when you know how to love yourself and make love to yourself, and then you're able to teach your partner how to
How to
please
love you.
how to love you.
Yes, sir.
And also, I think it's also about discipline. It's like knowing when to not get to that far when during certain points of time.
Quality over quality.
Yeah.
So you spoke on, so your action, again, you said that you knew you were grown when you wanted more
Intimacy.
intimacy, like that this thing can really get heavy.
Yeah.
When these
Start from the
emotions get up
morning
in
times
here.
to text message.
This thing can really get heavy when that
Conversation.
mental can get in there.
Build
Yeah.
up till you
And
get
then
there.
also too, like when you stop taking past experiences and applying them to fresh connections or wanting to duplicate something somebody did versus creating
Performing. Sexual performing.
Yep.
And then you brought up being grown was when you knew what you wanted and how to communicate that
Yeah.
to someone else. And then you brought up when a big one was discipline. No, you didn't say the D word in the bedroom.
Oh yeah.
They not ready for the D word in the bedroom, not in sexual activity. We ain't got no discipline. We act like kids. We outside, okay? Anyways, so anybody else? So we got discipline, we got intimacy, we got what else what's grown in the bedroom?
Energy.
Oh,
Energy.
I love some sexual energy.
If you have not experienced the sexual energy where y'all on the same frequency, then you ain't had intimate sex yet.
Damn, y'all ain't have orgasm.
You ain't had a You ain't had the best orgasm of your life. I promise y'all. The
Say-
energy means the most, because if you go in there with an awkward person, it's gonna make the whole situation awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you go in there with somebody that, like she said, you built up that intimacy, you've had that conversation, y'all have locked in. By the time y'all get to it, both of y'all are ready to explode.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. But anyways, I so agree because I am reteaching grown-ups that sex is not just physical every day.
Yes.
That there is an energy component, and you can create sexual energy just like that.
Instant.
Instantly. Once you really have a connection to it, you can just pick it up. And I teach people to touch it.
Yes.
Because people don't know that it's really it's your energy.
right
You
there.
grab it. It's either gonna be big and bold, it can be small, it can be medium, but you can move it up and down. So I love that you said energy. I teach that so much in my office. Anybody else? Grown. You knew you were grown.
14 years of marriage, let's hear it.
I mean, with all y'all powers combined,
Right.
you feel me? Like that's what it is. It's knowing what you want, knowing how to say it to get what you want from the person that you love. It's about, for me, I'm in a phase where it's about connecting. Like I want to connect. I want to connect. I want to connect. Like I just want to connect.
I feel you.
I want to connect. This is the only way I feel close to you. I just want to connect. Can we connect? Can we connect,
Yes.
please?
Yeah.
So,
And you gotta have a partner that understands that.
and yeah,
Because if they
Pray for
don't,
pray for him.
And you
that'd be the problem right there.
So we just got energy. Now we got connection. Like y'all
Like physical connection. Like
physical.
I want
to connect.
But see, I want to be in your skin.
Ooh, not under the skin.
That's the kind of
Yes.
person
Let me
I'm
up your
the.
toenail back.
Like I'm the. He's like, will you stop biting me? Like. I'm a biter, okay? I'm sorry. He is my safe space. And he hates it. I'm talking about arm, leg. The other day I called him, I was like, big turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey leg. 'Cause-
No shit, love.
But,
I love that.
but
Every part of
yeah, everything that everybody said, and I think that the maturity changes just like we change as we mature. And that's why I was just like, at some point, I would not hope to, but if we had to have an uncomfortable conversation about, well, I want to see somebody else, that he would come to me instead of lie to me.
Yeah.
And that's because at the end of the day, when he's on his dying bed, I'll be there regardless of where we are in life. And that's what I've seen. And this is kind of on a tangent somewhere else, but what I've seen is that as we get older, all that other stuff really don't matter. It's about the people that's with you, right? People get divorced and they be right at each other's bedside because I'm still your rider.
Yep.
So when it comes to that, again, the maturity level changes as the relationship changes. So there is there's no definitive answer. They're all where we're going to be someday.
I love it. I love it. Anybody? Oh, Dr. G.
So I would take all of that, like she just said, and put it all in one. And I think I would add to that understanding that there are levels to sexpectations, right? And that it changes over time, and understanding that it changes over time, and then also patience. When you can be patient in the bedroom, I think that's when you understand growth and maturation. Because as we age, men have their challenges, women have their challenges, and your ability to not be frustrated beyond measure if your man is having, genital challenges, or if you're having issues with fibroids and bleeding all the time, and he can't get in where he fit in, but he understands patience. I think that makes for grown sexual intimacy.
Y'all dropping them nuggets. Like, I'm so proud of y'all. Like,
Be
so
present in the
proud.
moment.
Be present in the moment.
present
We
in the
got
Make
someone
sure-
addressing the sexual lifespan. That is big, and we don't talk about that enough. Right? Like what we're talking about is aging and grown. When you say I'm grown in the bedroom, that is patience. That is love. That is in spaces, because the body is the body gonna do what the body is supposed to do. And so what's the first thing that they give you medicine for? It takes away libido, it takes away testosterone and all these things. So you have to be patient with your partner. And that's why I love that space, because in grown sex, you learn to be patient. When you young, they like, I ain't want to have sex. You like, shh. Well, I'm out this thing. I'm about to go find me something else. You know,
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. When you go from this to circle,
Girl?
that's grown sex.
That's
Wrong,
grown.
wrong. Yeah. We
Look, y'all gonna help
we ain't
just-
rabbit no more. We ain't jackhammer
Like-
rabbits no more.
Or whatever. I
That's when you
want
know
to
you grown.
add in this space about sexual maturity, and it goes back to what Corey said, was discipline. Your sexual character, your sexual values. What do you value in the bedroom? What do you value about yourself? I feel like we don't talk about that enough in our culture, because we have a very immature sexual culture. We have a lot of babies with a lot of men making children just because. We have a lot of, entanglements. We have a lot of situationships. We have the highest rate of AIDS in our community. The highest rate is in the Black community right now. This form of discipline is education.
Yep.
And a lot of it comes down when you get older, you want to know more. You're curious. You're not just out here being adventurous and not having some form of discipline. And you have to have it. So to me, sexual maturity is going beyond the physical, going beyond the emotional, and then just putting them all together. But also from a space of discipline and control. That's something that I've
Self-control.
learned.
Yes.
Self-control in sex spaces, because for a long time I didn't have self-control, and then when I found it, I was like, oh, this is nice.
This is real nice. It's a great space.
Because you're like, okay, well, at that point, and that's why I teach why you have sex, because if you're chasing sex for all the wrong reasons, that emptiness, you feel it with the wrong things.
You have
So
sex
I
for
think,
the pleasure, not for the companionship.
for pleasure, not companionship, or none of the things y'all just
numbers.
listed.
Right, exactly.
You speak on energy. What 20-year-old out there?
Don't even have a clue.
Well, you
And that's
spoke
why I
on
wrote the book.
patience. What 20? You spoke on intimacy.
Yeah, they don't speak that.
You spoke on having a communicative raw. I'm gonna be in your skin. They running from that.
Yeah.
We running from this. Well, people right now running for what you talking about.
mean.
I'm talking about running out the door. You're
The
in my
Uber
skin.
was already called before you
Right.
got finished.
They're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh my God.
For
Just
real,
being
like some
affectionate.
empty. Yeah.
Then
just
again,
trying to be affectionate. Sorry.
I'm within that age group, and a lot of us just don't.
How
know.
you is, Corey?
I just turned 26.
Okay.
Okay.
You haven't, but you haven't grown sex?
Grown man.
I'm so surprised. You might be. You got a old cougar, don't you? You give me cougar.
Okay, Cor.
I'm sorry. Let me stop.
But I mean, well, I'll be lying if I say I didn't have the experience. but I get a lot of people that's within my age or younger. They didn't have that education. They didn't have nobody to sit them down. I didn't have nobody to sit me down. So I had to go out and find that within like an older crowd with like older friends to to just have conversations like this.
Get that game.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more of like you gotta be patient with the younger people because like you can't blame people for doing things that they just don't know
Because
about.
we created you all. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
We created you all.
Sorry, we're sorry.
But then it was
Speaking
a
for 40.
follow-up from us.
sexual
there,
liberation.
again, we always kind of lead with the sex, but there's so many things before that that may have transpired, that didn't happen, to how we get to where we are today. You know what I mean? We didn't really talk. I was raised by my father. I wasn't talking to my dad by himself.
Yeah.
He was 23 years old when he had me. And by the time he was 24, it was me and him against the world. I was there not. I was off in college trying to have a conversation with him about sex. When he had a video for me, birds, and he went to the library, put in a VHS, okay, and he was like, "Watch this right here, watch this right here." And I saw a bird fly. I was like, "Did you get it?" I don't understand how that's
none of that.
professional
I would say,
but okay,
I was grateful for the situation I had when I was 18
yeah.
because I was living a more mature lifestyle even while I was in college to where I was able to go back to my mother and have certain conversations. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I told her about my first time. Like, like when I lost my virginity, I ain't like say wait there, but like when I seen her, like I told her about it, and she couldn't really like have too much of an opinion because I was already out the house. I was already paying bills. So So it's also it's more of like parents just having that respect for their child when they reach that certain age. When they're grown, you gotta respect them as if they are grown. They are adults.
Yeah, I've been talking to my kids since they was 13.
Yeah, I talked
My two oldest, they know birds, bees. They know my past, so they know what road not to take. Cause I lost my virginity at 12.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm sorry,"
Super
but I don't
young.
think he was complaining.
But during that time, that's the way things was moving.
Younger.
So, younger.
Yes,
yeah, especially back then.
my father had 5 children, and he was 17.
See?
So, like, yes, there is a space, especially in a certain, I would say, communities where a lot of that is acceptable, and that's why I'm speaking on sexual maturity. And we'll take a pause real quick. If you're here in Huntsville and you want to talk to your kids about safe sex and things, get with me at the Spa Academy. So back to Mel, should I say? But when you are trying to have conversations about sex with children or kids or young adolescents or adults, like they're being exposed to it in microdoses anyway. So like you have to be able to be proactive. But another thing that he said was, how do you, and so the question comes down to, how do you even speak about sexual maturity when half of us are not being mature sexually?
Facts.
Adults are not being mature
And
sexually.
then look who's teaching.
Right.
The ones that are not, that don't know sexual.
Right.
They the ones that's teaching the next
who
generation.
is talking about sexual? Who's telling? How do you? So we can't. Some of us can't tell our children to be sexually more responsible when we ain't being.
Especially you was the one that freaked me. How you gonna tell?
Yeah, how you gonna tell?
You was out there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I think that's where you come from, the mature space, and that's why I think, how do you even tell? How do you tell a 22-year-old to be mature sexually when he at the height of his life or she's at the height of her sexuality?
And they don't speak that
maturity either. Right. Everything is just we're going.
We outside.
We are
But
outside.
that's when, as parents, you have to look back within yourself. Because I was 22 once as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all had that same mindset. How could you be receptive? How can you talk to somebody and be receptive? You know what I'm saying? You have to relate.
Yeah.
So
A lot of parents ain't ready for that though.
Well, I have a lot of ugly conversations with my daughter. We break it down all the way to, we'll say something as simple as ovulation. That little boy is going to smell a little different. You're going to feel a little pretty. Your skin is going to glow. Your body is going to feel things because you're preparing yourself to receive something that you're mentally not ready for. So I have to break it down to her. Like when I started, I had to educate myself about the different phases of a period, a cycle, so I could better explain to her what her body was going to do. Because I had to figure out, like, girl, you do not like that man that much. What are you doing? And I would check my calendar. Ovulation. Take your butt home.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
So those were some of the things that allowed me to kind of be accountable and do some self-inventory
Right.
so I could have those conversations.
Right. And I've said this 3 times. I hope I've said it today a lot of times. Sex is a learned behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's where you can definitely speak about sexual maturity. Is that it's about what you learn, but it's also about what people are seeing. But the body takes on its own form.
Oh yeah.
So what the body likes,
Give it to them. Listen to your laboratory now.
baby. What the body likes, it likes. What the body with that imprint, that sexual imprint, is deep. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? How do you do that when the lust is just so high, you know, and teaching discipline at such a young age? And I don't know if anybody I don't know about y'all, but my 20s and 30s was a blur, okay?
And I mean,
Okay, especially in them 20s. Okay, so now that I'm in my late 30s and I'm trying to have those grown-up sexual spaces, I think that's big. And y'all really hit on some deep points when it came down to maturity sexually. I think that's stuff that the world needs to hear more. That we can get on a space and say, these are some things that comes from sex. And y'all want to be honest, a lot of the people have not experienced half of what y'all talked about.
Right.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
that's true. More
Like,
than half.
Yeah.
More than half.
Energy, sexual what?
Yeah, they don't understand
Intimacy. They like intimate what?
that. Right.
Connection,
And it's
closeness.
not just young people.
No,
No.
these are
No.
and that are really getting to
I
that
have these
stage.
conversations with my partners. We all in our 40s, and I'm trying to explain to them what you should be on a frequency with your lady. Frequency, man. Why we want to be on the same
Yeah,
frequency?
but then again, we live in a surface world society where people only gonna pay attention to what they see
Yep.
instead of what's really deeper inside.
Yep. Nobody wants to dig within. They don't want to do that homework. That mirror is a bitch. That's on my platform.
And
know
I
about
do
different-
want to say that I admire this age group and younger, because you mentioned micro
Dosing.
exposure.
Yes,
And
we're
I think
definitely
that they're
microdosing.
I'm almost on a macro level of things that they have access to that I
Oh,
never had
yeah.
access to.
We was watching scramble porn.
As a mother, talk
Baby,
to
I
my
was
daughter
watching-
about things.
I
I
was-
don't-
You know what I'm saying?
I was watching soft porn the other day, watching Hunter's Wife. That
You know what
thing,
I'm saying? Like,
I was like,
we are literally watching TV series
That have-
that we had to watch on the Scramble channel when we was growing up.
yes. So they're
So
microdosing.
y'all got it at the
They're
max.
microdosing these children and their YouTubes and their Facebook and their TikToks and their
And the Roblox.
You know, Roblox.
Roblox.
And you
Twitter,
be serious. So
Twitter is on a. Oh,
I
God.
think, you know, how to prepare moving forward is to talk about sexual maturity.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, but from a space that feels right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think sex education should be based off of age at all. I don't think nobody should. I don't care if you 75, they don't know. If you don't
know,
you don't know nothing.
Right.
I know I really do meet people that's like up in age and we're having to relearn sex ed, like basic sexual connection, because no one ever stopped them. They just learned it
Kept doing
as
the
they
same
went.
thing over and
yeah.
over and over and over
And that's
and over.
all
That's
of
right.
them is repeating sexual behavior. And so, and they get with another person, they may learn something new, and they just keep adding to it. But but people can say age. I don't care. That does not matter. I tell people you could be 42 and don't know what to do, baby, because that is
Oh, I know
exactly a thing. Okay. Get your sex ed up. So while we talk about sex ed, we're got to go into a game, and we're going to end this conversation with a game. So we're going to have everybody pick up their palettes So y'all know at the end of every time we do this, y'all want y'all to drop your stuff in the chat. Okay, so we just talked about a lot of maturity things, so I guess it's great to end tonight with a little bit of sex trivia. Okay, y'all know I like to play a little bit, so I'm gonna ask some questions. Feel free to drop your stuff in the chat and let me know what your answers will be. The first one is, what bedroom position burns the most calories for the person on top? Missionary is A. B, cowgirl. C, doggy style. And D, standing.
Burns the most calories.
Burns the most calories. What we got? It got A, engineer A, D.
But D can work too. You can do a lot of things, D.
A and A.
Do a lot of things.
All right, y'all.
Calories.
Y'all are online.
But all the things you do can burn the calories. So
We got to hold the leg up.
The answer to that question is,
So we can breathe.
what burns the most calories is standing. D.
Yes.
14 years.
She said 14 years.
It's the
That's a lot
Captain
of work.
Morgan. It's the Captain Morgan position. It requires a lot of abdominal
That is
core
true.
stability.
That is true.
All right.
Don't do that.
All right, y'all. So question number 2. What fruit has the nickname from natural Viagra? Okay, so from male Viagra. A, banana. B, watermelon. C, figs. D, strawberries.
I know I'm wrong.
I don't know.
C-A-D.
And y'all need to know.
The natural male Viagra. Come on, y'all. Drop y'all stuff. Someone said B online. And the correct answer is B, watermelon.
I thought it was just water.
It contains everything to increase your blood flow. So ladies, start feeding y'all men some watermelon. Okay?
I see why now. I see why now. Okay.
All right. So what percentage of women reported having faking an orgasm at least once?
100%.
Wait
No
on.
parts of that. No parts.
How many women have faked an orgasm? Reported faked it at least one time. A, 18%.
You sit back.
She said that.
B, 45% of women. C, 67% of women. And D, 80% of women have
feels
reported.
But I'm gonna just put
C, D, 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 B, D.
Whatever the highest two.
She's got the highest two together, all of them, okay? Why we faking orgasms?
That's
Y'all, we
Most men don't know how
Thank
to work
you.
it.
I want no parts
That
of that.
hold on. Say that again.
Most men just don't know how to work it.
And they don't ask
But
questions.
she needs to tell.
No,
Well,
that's
my
a-
thing is women need
that's
to
a
stop
dual
ego
thing.
stroking
Exactly.
as well. That is what I
and
will
performing, because baby, I'm not faking no orgasms.
Please don't.
But you are right. Well, most people fake them because they're performing in the bedroom. They watch porn. They just about to go, and they're like, okay,
That is not.
yeah.
Ain't working.
I don't care about none of that. Shut up.
Do that on the line, y'all.
And they do it.
Shut up. We don't do that all the time.
Someone comment that men don't listen. Ooh.
That's
But you also got to tell it for us to listen.
Yup. Say it a few times, I guess.
egos are
on both ends. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you, but I don't want to listen either because I don't want you to
wanna
change me.
hit
Yeah.
one of these.
hmm Hey. Do it this way.
Get more.
What you mean do it this way?
Just lay there like this.
Please don't be
No,
starfish.
what is it? Bonnet on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you pull it out of the drawer? Like,
Activate body.
Activate. Put it
I'm
there.
tired.
Where's my bonnet?
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. We acting crazy. What was the next question? Okay. What's the record for the most orgasms a woman has experienced in 1 hour? Okay. 25 is A. B is 49. C is 75. And D is 134.
Oh, he was.
I'm gonna just go with the.
A, what we got?
I hope she didn't go on the
How many?
I just died.
How many you say? B, A, B, B. So most
I
of
wanna
y'all
say D.
voted 49, but the correct answer is a woman has had 134
I knew it.
orgasms
I knew
in
it.
1 hour.
She was perfectly fine after.
Dude, I need to see
There's
that.
some
Yeah,
women-
She was
yeah.
perfectly fine after. I can guarantee y'all. She was perfectly. She had the best time of her life. She sweated.
I need to sit down with Buddy and
to do with that.
Hit-
I think it was her body. Some women do have, so in the canal, there's a muscle. And so when it keeps contracting, she can have
See,
back
I told you.
to back.
She had the best
to
time
back,
of her, and he
to
did too.
back. And yeah. So that is,
done after the
He didn't know what was
Yeah.
going
didn't
on.
make it to the other 100.
yeah.
My thing
Oh, he
is,
made it.
So it's basically,
how would she be able to just count 100 and
See, she concentrated too hard.
I don't know.
But she had that clicker in her hand.
It's that science. That's why I said it was
Science. Sex is a science, y'all. Sex is a science, okay?
The last time, boy, you had me at 45. Let me go and count this next.
Guinness was somewhere on the other side.
This is science. This is science. Sex is a science,
need to
okay?
Get that question
All right.
involved, because
All right, y'all. Y'all ready?
since she had the old.
How long? Okay. How long can sperm last inside of the female body? Right? So we have 6 hours, 3 days, 24 hours, or up to 5 days.
it could be
D, D, D,
Won't catch me up.
C.
Will not catch me up.
The correct answer is D. Sperm can last up to 5 days.
Don't let him catch you up, sis. Don't let him catch you up.
So people say, "Oh, we good." No, it's 5 days. 5 days. All right.
That's extra too.
CBS is the best place to be.
CVS. I actually have some free Plan B in my office.
Hey,
Okay,
now,
so
see?
just come on over if you need some. We have sponsors that will help you with that.
Fellas, go get started.
Since y'all have y'all 5 days. So the next one is what day of the week is statistically the most common for people to have sex? A is Friday, B is Saturday, C is Sunday, and D is Wednesday.
I forgot what is.
A is Friday, B is Saturday, C is Sunday, and D is Wednesday. So we got B, you put Saturday, A, C, D, B. The correct answer is B, Saturday.
Saturday
People
night.
are the most relaxed and they enjoy a little morning intimacy.
They were
After
stressed
Ow.
That's a good one.
So thank y'all for joining in. I see all of y'all coming in on live. Before we leave out, please drop any comments that you have. If you want to have questions similar to bonnet and hair, which we got from TikTok, and a lot of other things, just send me a message at nitaloveexperience@gmail.com, and we'll take your questions and process it here within the panel and talk about it live. Now we're going to end, first of all, with everyone to tell you where handles, where to find them, and how to locate them on social media or wherever. Dr. G.
Dr. A. Giselle at The Haven Cove, www.thehavencove.com. All of the handlers are the Haven Coves.
All right.
Yep.
You can find me on Instagram at @CODavis_, or you can look at my website, coreysunfiltered.com.
Alrighty.
You can find me at msolanaskincare.com. That's MSOLANA skincare.com.
Yeah.
All mine is DeCourtney Elite Wellness Academy Thames, because I have my own life wellness coaching, so I do that too. And then you can follow us, Jagged Gen Knowledge, on all platforms.
Yes. Are y'all located in Huntsville, right?
I am.
Okay.
He's out of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am Ashley, also known as Sunny. You can find me on Instagram at _SunnyLashes, _Sunny the Realtor, and Facebook is Ashley Sunny Garcia.
So if you don't know who I am, because we have a lot of new followers watching the show online and on our YouTube page, I'm Nita Love. I'm a certified sexologist here in Huntsville. And so I am a full-time sex educator, sex coach here in Huntsville downtown. And so you can pretty much get in touch with me for anything, workshops, events, etc. Okay? So we're ending the live tonight, and we want to give a big thanks to the studio that we're in, which is InstaSpace Studio. Give a round of applause. That we definitely love, who do all of our live shows here in Huntsville. If you're looking for a place to do your podcast, your photos, anything that you have for, promotion, content creator, this is definitely the studio that I would consider the number 1 studio in Huntsville. All right, y'all. So y'all already know what it is. We about to peace out. We did it again. Bye, y'all.